What's up, guys, and welcome to First Encounter Assault Recon, otherwise known as F.E.A.R. First things first, I'd like to talk about this menu here. I like that they have the necessary options, but like, why do they extend so far out here? You see how my mouse is moving? You can like click on these options still, but like, why do they extend so far out? I can click on the single player from here. Now, if I try to move my mouse, it doesn't work for any of the other options. But it does work right here, so my mouse can still click, and it'll still work. That's just weird, you know? It's a little weird. Anyway, let's play. Now, what we can immediately do to save time, if you don't want to learn about the lore, is you can immediately pause and skip story sequence. You gotta do that 3 times. And that'll just bring you right into the game. Oh, man. You look like a middle-aged person. Now, the first glitch you can sort of do right away, it's called quick porting. If you load a save while you are saving, then the game will just sort of freak out and put you in a random position. I don't really know how to explain it. So essentially how you do it here is you sort of move right and then jump, and then while you're doing that, you save twice and then load twice in a very quick succession. So I'm gonna try to do it right now. Okay. Now we're up here. Obviously, this is a place where we're not supposed to be, but that's what this channel is all about. Being in places where we aren't supposed to be. Now, we can jump over to here. Then we can just clip and bounds like this, and that saves a bit of time from having us do tutorial stuff, you know. But yeah, this is the tutorial, sort of, still. You can slide by doing like your attack and then crouching immediately afterwards while moving. It's a little bit hard to do because, well, first of all, C is a little bit awkward for your finger. Well, it's not too awkward. It's just like moving your finger down slightly. All right, go. Kick in the door. Also, while you're sort of in this like hallucinogen state, you could sort of walk through that guy, which saves a bit of time as well. All right, now we're looking for this guy. He's a criminal. His name is Paxton Fettel or something like that. I don't know if that's the real order of his name. I don't know if they use like the government way where they list the last name first. But like, yeah, we're looking for him. Oh, we found him. But yeah, anyway, Christian Bale here is gonna knock us on our ass and then give us a fucking monologue of some kind. Oh yeah, also, did I mention this guy's a cannibal? As if it wasn't obvious enough from the blood around his lips and teeth. Like he fucking eats people. So yeah, now that we've found Fettel and he gave us a good old talking to, we're gonna backtrack. Oh man, what happened to this guy? Why is his mouth so wide open? Maybe something was like shoved in his mouth. Now, some cutscenes in the game you can't really skip. For example, if you try to pause here and skip it, it doesn't give you an option to skip it. So like, some cutscenes you just kind of gotta have to watch. Now this one, when you're in the plane, you can skip this one. This one is like, it's completely skippable. Which makes sense. Most people are not gonna know that because they're gonna assume it's actual gameplay. But like, yeah, I guess whatever floats your boat, F.E.A.R. And also, this cutscene looks like an actual thing, but like it looks like an actual cutscene, but you can't skip it as well because it's part of the game. Now, there's another trick you can sort of do here. It's called human boost. So essentially, you just sort of like go over here, just like look somewhere over this direction. Now, I'm gonna try to do this properly. The way it works is you sort of get on top of this guy right here, and you jump over the fence, and that's supposed to skip a cutscene. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do this normally. Some of the tricks are very inconsistent, because some of them require like specific frame rates. I think that human boost thing requires you have 60 FPS, and you have to like have your monitor at also 60 FPS, which is kind of shit. But like anyway, it doesn't save that much time. It's not like a crucial skip or anything. And the normal path isn't extremely out of the way either. Essentially, you open the gate, and then your teammates go in, and then a little girl just absolutely decks them. In fact, she decks them so hard, she takes their armor and their skin, and their muscles, and their organs, and also their eyeballs, and I think their teeth too. Yeah, and now they're skeletons now. Oh no, they still have their teeth. That's okay, I guess. At least Alma left them that. They could still chew their carrots in the morning. Hooah! Yeah, there's a pretty advanced combat moveset in this game. You of course you have your gun to like shoot people with, but you can also do like physical attacks as well. Like if you like unarm yourself with H, yes, you can unarm yourself with the H key unbelievably. If you crouch while you're punching, you could sort of do this. Yeah, it's called a melee cancel. But I'm not really gonna use that much. I'm just gonna stick to the gun for now. Hooah! Yeah, you can also do the kick as well. The kick guarantees a one-hit kill. Oh yeah, and so is the slide kick. You can slide kick into enemies and that kills them too. Yeah, we're just gonna walk past all these boxes. There's so many boxes. Yeah, you can just slide kick into guys and be like, huh, fuck. Okay. Well, that didn't go as planned. Yeah, you could do that. Do that. Kill the guy. Yeah, you can also like break into windows, steal a bunch of grenades, maybe some armor. Yeah, it's pretty advantageous to hoard this kind of stuff because it actually helps out later in the run. Now I'm gonna do a quick save here because I want to try something that will save quite a pretty penny's worth of time if I do it right. Oh, there you are. Ugh, slide kick of doom. Okay, now that those guys are taken care of. Oh, well, these guys aren't taken care of yet. So, yeah, just like mow them down. Yeah, just like kick this box out and then just sort of like push it along the wall so like you have it right about. Well, I don't know if this dead guy is gonna get in the way, so I'm just gonna like shoot him until he's out of the way. Now, what I'm about to attempt is a speedrun trick known as box boost. Essentially, you go into slow motion, and then I shoot this fire hydrant, sorry, not fire hydrant, fire extinguisher so that it explodes, and then I surf the box all the way up to the top. All right, ready? Here we go. Well, I'd probably only humiliate myself even more if I were to attempt that again. So I'm just gonna do it normally. Also, your character can't fit through this window. Like even if you're crouching, you can't fit because of this fucking bar right here. So you have to go all the way around. See, game design like this sort of, it just really upsets me, you know? Why can't these game developers have made this game slightly better? Yeah, once you go over here and you flick this lever, you can sort of save like a little bit of time here. It's a little bit risky to go for, but you can jump onto the storage crate while it's moving. And you can just like get over here sooner and kill those guys. It's a pretty risky maneuver, but it saves like a pretty like decent chunk of time compared to if you were to wait for the box to move all the way over. I know we can just sort of, well, I'm gonna shoot this guy, but like we can just sort of ignore these guys. We can just walk right past them. Well, technically you could walk past every enemy in the game, but like sometimes it's easier to just murder them all as for them to not interrupt your speedrunning trick that you're trying to do or something. Now, I don't know what kind of drug we're on, but I don't know who this guy is, but like, who knows? Maybe we're on some type of Benadryl, and that's like our version of the Hat Man, the guy that appears when you're overdosing on Benadryl. As to how I know that, don't question it, okay? So yeah, after that whole Michael Bay scene with the explosion of the fucking factory, now we're here. So there's another glitch you can do here. This one's similar to the glitch in chapter 1. You can do a quick port right here, but I find this quick port, it's very difficult to land. Hold on, I'm just gonna show you what I mean. So I do the, hold on. So you do the quick port, and what often will happen is that you land like just a little bit too far from your destination and you die. But it is possible to make it there. I just like, I don't really know how you do it. Maybe it involves some type of slow-mo. Oh yeah, there is slow-mo. You see that bar down at the bottom center of the screen? If you press Control on your keyboard, this activates bullet time. Yeah, that's the bullet time meter. And you can get these things called reflex boosters to boost how many seconds in bullet time that you have, which is really cool. There's also health boosters too. They boost your health. Now I'm gonna do a glitch here called a ladder airwalk. Now this is essentially gonna make me a magician. It's gonna make me able to fly essentially. So how you do this glitch? You first need to hold down jump, okay? Like you're just constantly like hold jump, like hold space. And then what I like to do is I like to bring over my other hand. I know it's gonna be really awkward, I know. And then mash the shit out of the use and the crouch keys. And you're just gonna sort of look like this. Now, once you, this is how you know you get it, right? So like, once you're in this state, if you try to jump, you're not gonna be able to, because you're just sort of in this like walking state. And once you walk up any surface, you will just sort of stay on this level of height, right? No matter, like I could walk anywhere I want. I could walk like around here. I could walk like anywhere like around here, and I'll still stay at the same level of height. But you can sort of control your height if you crouch. Now we're gonna use this as a sneaky little way to get out of bounds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just backtrack to the beginning area, and we're just gonna use parts of the geometry to just sort of gradually gain height. We're just gonna like use these windows, for example, rub against them a little bit. Just gonna come over here and like get some height off of these metal bars here. And our goal is to get over this fence. Now, once we climb over the fence, we can go out of bounds. And we can just walk under the map to the end of the area. Look at how much level we get to skip. This saves like, I think, a minute to do. It's pretty worth it. It's a pretty worthwhile time save. Also, if you walk over here, you get to meet George the skeleton. Hey, George. Now, this level sort of involves the same thing. You know, this one has a quick port that actually works. So, like, if you jump to the right and you quick port, you end up in here. Then you could just walk into here. Climb up the ladder. Pick up the body armor. Now, this level is gonna have a little bit of a more elaborate airwalk. Don't worry, I will explain it. Now, another way you can sort of tell if you get an airwalk or not is I like to like walk around a little bit and listen for footsteps. Okay? So like sometimes if you get the airwalk to work, your character will just be like sometimes an inch or two maybe off the ground. So if you like walk around a little bit and you don't hear footsteps, that means you are in the air somewhat and you got the glitch to work. But yeah, that's how I could tell that I get the ladder glitch to work. Now we're just gonna come in here, grab this stuff, step on the trash can for a bit of height, step on the railing. I mean, you can turn this valve if you want to. I don't really know what it does. Step on the pipe. Now there is a strat where you can just like go over the wall, crouch down under. But what I like to do is I like to go over here and grab a little extra height. So I like to walk up onto this railing, and then on top of this railing, and then on top of the window, just to get that extra little bit of height. There's gonna be guys shooting at you, I think, at this point, but like just ignore them. They can't walk like you can. You can walk on the air. Also, be sure to like turn out more late here, because there's like an invisible like sort of jail you can get stuck in right here. So like I like to turn a little late as I come out into this stretch. And once you do that, you can just sort of like come over here, grab the body armor. Also really important thing, I like to grab the shotgun from here. The shotgun is a pretty cool weapon. And also there's this room. I think this room is involved in a cutscene of some kind, but like I don't really know. Anyway, just walk into the corner of this room and you'll load into the next area. This level is pretty easy to do too. I like to go slow-mo here, just to like give myself a little bit more time. So what I do is jump left and then quick port. So, and then you end up on top of here. I like to quick save here because it's very easy to fall off. Now, I recommend you actually unarm yourself, and I'm gonna tell you why. See, okay, yeah, that's why you make a quick save. Your character's movement is actually affected by which weapon he's holding. So, for example, when I'm unarmed, right? I'm unarmed right now. Fuck. When you're unarmed, your character will move at 100% move speed. But depending on the weapon that he's holding, your character may move the same speed or slower than that. For example, if you're holding, say, a shotgun, he's gonna move at 95% speed. In fact, I'll tell you all the movement speeds right now. The pistol and the shotgun are 95%. The dual pistol and the submachine gun are 90%. The assault rifle's 85%. The penetrator is 83%. The laser and the advanced rifle are 80%. And every other weapon gives you 75. Equates to 75% movement speed. And also for this level, I like to quick port here. Just like jump right while you're doing it this time. And then you'll end up right here. And that skips a portion of the level. I like to just blow up the barrel to just immediately kill these two guys. Grab the med kit. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with just grabbing as many med kits as you can find. I mean, the maximum you can hold is 10 med kits. And trust me, there's a lot of med kits in this game. You're gonna be like stacked on health, my guy. Yeah, just like break this window. Crouch in here, grab the assault rifle, and our sort of objective here is to kill all the guys that are in here, that are like outside in this area. I mean, killing this big guy, you can just sort of dome the big guy with the shotgun, but I like to take care of the small guys first. Grenade out. Now you don't have to play super aggressively like I do, but like I usually don't want to die either. Like you want to kill the guys fast, but like just don't die while doing it. Yeah. Anyway, once you take care of the small guys, okay. There's one more small guy, but like you can just dome this individual right here with the shotgun. Also be sure to keep like a good eye on your health and your ammo, because the game does not at all prompt you to heal when you're low, and it also does not prompt you to reload. So be sure to do that often. Anyways, now that all the guys are dead, it's just waiting here until the helicopter arrives. Oh, see, there it is. Now the next level is called LZ is hot. Now I don't know if this is a developer calling someone hot, and they just left it in the game, or this is like the actual name of the mission, which like again I don't really know how it relates. I don't know how it's supposed to relate to what we are doing. Now there's a glitch I'm gonna try here. Under the right conditions, if you're standing on an object and you're crouching, you can achieve an airwalk. So I'm gonna attempt to do one off of the helicopter as it takes off, and I only have one shot, so I'm just gonna like try as hard as I can. Okay, I didn't get it, but like that's fine. That glitch is difficult. Slide kick of doom. This level isn't that bad to do normally. It's just like a lot of walking and a lot of tunnels. But yeah, there is a ton of guys in here, so try not to die. Oh, I think he tossed like a frag grenade or something. Yeah, the thing about grenades in this game, I like when grenades do this, by the way, is that if you toss a grenade and it just ends up on the ground, it'll just explode like a regular grenade. But they actually do explode on impact. Now usually when my health gets kind of low, I like to just like camp in a certain spot and wait to regen back to 40 before I use my medkit. 40 is the maximum health you can regenerate back to. Oh, and hey, there's a medkit right here. So yeah, don't be afraid when you're low to just use a medkit. You can find a lot of them throughout the game. You know, sometimes the fight's just not even worth it. If you're going for world record pace, you normally only fire bullets at enemies when they're in your way. Otherwise, you could just sort of just walk right through them. And the end of the level is down here through this window, so just break it and fall. And that's the level. All right, now we're in Watchers. This is chapter 8. There's 21 chapters in this game. This is the 8th one. It is possible to clip through these gates if you just like sort of strafe into it and then you just like move forward, but I don't know how to get that to work. I think that's another sort of frame rate dependent glitch. Oh my, the bodies are flying. Who knows? Maybe it's a bunch of ghosts. Maybe we're not playing F.E.A.R at all. Maybe we're playing Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah, this room spawns like a bunch of fast enemies that like love to run and then hit you. But like I just like to walk past them. I'm gonna create another quick save here because this is a pretty difficult glitch. We're just gonna like move this tile over to like maybe here. Maybe this corner. Maybe like a little bit, like maybe, yeah, right there. Oh yeah, and what I like to do before doing this glitch in particular is I like to just sort of, I just like to sort of shoot out these tiles so they don't get in the way. Now what we're gonna do, or what we're gonna try to do, is we're going to throw a grenade, and the grenade will then launch the props at a supersonic speed, and then using our bullet time, we're gonna hop on top of the props, and hopefully, and this is a big hopefully, but hopefully, we clip through the ceiling. Okay? So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna execute it right now. And none of the tiles flew in the direction they were supposed to. Okay, maybe just like move these. Maybe move. I wish I could move this guy more efficiently. I think maybe it'll work. Maybe. This is a big maybe. Okay, it did better this time. I just forgot to jump. Okay, yes, nice. I got it to work. If everything turns out right and God blesses you with a miracle, you'll end up here. Now be sure to quick save because you don't really want to like lose your position. Now once you, okay, yeah, this is a soft lock. Well, not really a soft lock because you can just, okay, well maybe it is a soft lock. But yeah, in case that happens, that's why we quick save. You can like get it, just like jump up here and then just jump onto this gate. Make another quick save because these next few jumps are gonna be a little bit precise. Now we're gonna jump down onto this floor and we're gonna just walk. We're just gonna like trail along the edge of the floor, sort of like we're playing Outlast. Be sure to quick save often. Even the game itself tells you to quick save it often. You can hit F5 to quick save. And then once you come over here, just like ignore the picture frame. Just like jump into here, and that's supposed to save you like 500 years off of your time. Of course, in my situation, the time I spent explaining the glitch has probably already been wasted. Like you could probably like complete the entire game at the pace of like which I'm going. Like you could probably beat this game before I'm done explaining all the glitches. But the glitches are fun to explain. And they're also kind of fun to do if you know how to do them. Oh yeah, and I should mention, we are looking for the exact same guy, by the way. We're still looking for the same fucking guy. F.E.A.R. Why won't you let me clip? What is my frame rate? I don't know. The game won't tell me. But yeah, the gate clip here is optional. It saves you like 6 seconds, I think. But yeah, this guy comes along and opens the gate for you. Which is good because, like, if I had to do something to get that gate to open, if I had to gate clip there, I'd be kind of fucked. Alright, now we're in the next level. What's it called? Okay. It's called, like, the game calls it Extraction. There's different names for all the acts as opposed to, like, all the chapters. We got some guys here to fuck up. You can also sort of aim in by pressing shift, which is a really weird key, but, like, oh, hey. Drop kick of doom. It's kind of weird to get used to at first, but then you'll realize, like, right mouse button is melee. I mean, I guess you could swap them around, but, like, it doesn't really matter. This skip I'm about to do saves a bit of time too. If you could just get rid of the glass here. And I like to do this in slow motion. So I like to jump, and then, like, if you do it right, okay. I didn't do it right, but, like, you can get on top of, like, this tiny little ledge here. But yeah, if you do it right, you could sort of, like, stick yourself to here. And then like, okay, it didn't work. Yeah, this is what I meant to do. You can sort of, like, climb up over, and that's supposed to, like, save you 30 seconds. There's something. I completely forgot the interval of time in which it saves. Yeah, just come in here. Grab a med kit if you don't have, like, maximum of them already. There's a lot of med kits. Yeah, once the elevator eventually stops working, because apparently all elevators seem to stop working in this game. You just climb up here and just melee. You can shoot the vent covers if you want, but, like, I just don't want to waste bullets. You just go out here. Be very quick as you be very quick and unsafe as you dangerously walk across the side of that building. Don't worry, you can be as risky as you want. It's only like a 5-story drop. It's completely survivable, actually. Yeah, just come over here. You don't have to, like, you don't have to pay attention to these guys. I like to throw a grenade over here just to, like, scare these guys out of the way. Oh, I took that guy's head off. And I like to throw a grenade here just to, like, kill these two guys. And then you can just, like, walk your way over here and drop down to the first floor. Of course, then you can use another grenade to, like, scare these guys over here. And then you can maybe use another grenade to, like, get those guys to move back. You know, all these guys probably have families. They probably have, like, wives, sons, maybe daughters waiting for them at home. That just, like, it really just vigilates me, you know? It really just, like, it justifies the means for me. Cause, like, I love blowing up dudes that have families. Cause it makes the grieving process a whole lot worse. You know, just, like, open casket is no, I just want it to be, like, so open casket is not an option. You know? Yeah, and then there's this level. You can sort of, like, get past the first two guys because they're gonna be, like, too busy shooting at the helicopter. Now, sometimes I find that the melee just doesn't work. Like, it doesn't register for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, just, like, take the med kit and just, like, heal your way through the bullets. And if you aren't really healed enough, don't worry. There's, like, a med kit in the next 2 rooms. I like to imagine, like, as you're, like, the main guy's, like, sort of bandaging himself as he's walking through the building. It's a pretty funny, like, sight. Like, then again, I don't know how this man that I'm playing as can take so many bullets and still live to walk and breathe and just, like, exist. But yeah, like, once you're done contemplating your existence, you can just go up the stairs, hop over here, and just slide kick. Okay, I didn't slide kick there, but, like, you can slide kick those two guys and kill them both in one fluid motion. Now don't worry, this part is more so puzzle related, so just gonna like shoot this thing. And then this platform will come down and you can just walk up here. Oh yeah, and also you can get through crawl spaces faster by just like chaining a bunch of slide kicks. I'm not really good at it, but like I want to see if like I can sort of chain them together. You could sort of just like spam right click and crouch to sort of chain slide kicks, and that'll get you through crawl spaces faster. Now, unfortunately, everything's gonna be set on fire, and I don't really know. It is possible to do the fire skip. You just sort of have to like climb the ladder and then constantly heal yourself, but I'm not. Okay, I burned myself while talking about it. That's really ironic and funny. But yeah, just normally you want to come over here, turn the valve, and then you can just continue on as usual. Oh, spooky guy! Jump kick! Damn, I jump kicked him so hard he turned to dust. It's almost as if he was only a figment of my mind. Now you're gonna start another airwalk over this ladder here. And once you do that, just like walk over here. And we're just gonna walk up the stairs, you know, skip the entirety of this puzzle, quote unquote. At least I think it's a puzzle. Flick the lever. You can also use ladders to regain your height. Like, it won't, like, interacting with a ladder won't put you out of airwalk state. You can still use it to get more height, and then use that height however you so please. I like to throw a grenade here. Just to, like, kill, get out of my elevator. Oh, he killed me. Oh yeah, and if you die while in airwalk state, you won't be in airwalk state anymore. So like be sure to be careful as to not die while you're in airwalk. Now I can finally get in the elevator without nobody throwing explosives. Now this next level, I think you can actually do this level really easily. You don't even have to be doing anything. You can just quick port in the elevator. If you just quick port while you're in the elevator, you don't even have to press anything. You'll quick port and you'll end up right here. Then all that's left to do is activate this, and then it's Bob's your uncle from there. Except I sort of forgot where to go. Just like give me a moment. I still get kind of lost when I play this game. And they crawl into the vent and you're done. It seems we are at chapter 12 now. Unauthorized personnel. Yeah, that sounds like a very police thing to say. Once you're in the vent, I like to just quick port and then jump forward while I'm in there, so I end up in here. And that saves a bit of time. A lot of guys love to come. They love to come all over you in this game. You can like come in here and grab the med kit if you want, if you don't have like maximum of them already. Now what I'm gonna do next is something called pillar jumping. You could sort of do this like however you want, but like I like to do it just nice and slow. I like to line myself up with like the center of this corner right here. Well, almost the center of this corner. And then just tap W and space at the same time. Fuck. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go. Now we're on the second floor. Now I hope you were paying attention during that part with the pillar jumping, because we're gonna actually do that again later. In the meantime, we can sort of take control of this turret, and we can just let loose on all these guys until they eventually just like shoot down the turret, and then we have to go kill them ourselves. Which is just fine for me, you know. Sometimes I like a little blood on my hands. Oh, jump kick a doom. Oh, jump kick a doom. I know you're there, Buster. Don't bother trying to hide from me. I have the game sense of Tyler Blevins. Oh my, that's not good. You sir, did you do that to this innocent man? Well, I suppose you can't really answer my question anymore now because you have a bullet in your brain. But like, I know there's more guys supposed to come, so I'm just gonna like very quickly just huck a grenade. Come on, come out so I can kill you. Oh, there's another sneaky bastard over here. Yeah, sometimes you have to look out behind you because you might have thought you forgot a guy, but then like another one pops up and rapes you. Okay, yeah, I think that's all the guys now. Now we can do another pillar jump right here. And that lets us get up to this floor. Oh, there's another guy. There's a lot of guys in this game. A lot of them. Yeah, once you're done with them, just pick up the armor and get the fuck out of there. Welcome to After Image. This is the only chapter in the game where you have to literally use your flashlight to see. Oh yeah, did you know you had a flashlight in this game? I didn't really know you had a flashlight in this game. That was until this chapter where I looked up if I had a flashlight or not. Although I suppose it's my fault for not really knowing because it is in fact a bindable key. You can have it in the options. I love hallucinating about my birth. That's what those hallucinations are, by the way. It's literally you being born. Also, I don't know what your plan was, sir, for you to run up close to me like that, but like, obviously, I think you had the wrong idea. I am holding an assault rifle, so you should not be standing close to me. In fact, you should be standing behind something. A lot like your two friends are doing. And failing at miserably. Now, there is a clip out of bounds with After Image. It's possible to pull that off with, I think it's a trash can you do it with. But After Image clip sucks, and I don't want to do it. So that's why I'm not doing it. The fun thing about this room is that you can like just sort of either watch these guys fight, or you can like just like join in the fight. Really, it's your choice. I like to quick save in this room because oftentimes I die due to the sheer amount of enemies there are out here. Yeah, and if you get really bad luck, the enemies just tend to absolutely shred your HP. They absolutely shred you, bro. And it's just like, it's completely tragic, you know? Like, just try to like get your way out here. Just like try to ignore the blaring number of issues that are going on around you, because really we're playing as, this is a lazy man's game. I don't have time for all these enemies. Well, you only really have time for them if they're like in your way, like they're pressing their lips against yours. Ouch. Okay, I was killed. Now I've sort of completely drained myself of medkits, so I kind of have to be careful. But yeah, once you break that window and you fall out, that's that chapter. You could kill all of the guys. Technically you could. But like, that's just like it's a giant waste of time for me. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just like come in here. I don't know, maybe look for a med kit if you can find one. Cause if you did what I did, you'll probably need one. Okay, apparently this glass is fucking bulletproof. Although nothing really is indicating that. I think there is also a quick warp you can do here, where like it gets you to the second floor. But I've tried to do it, and it's a little bit difficult. It's very hard to pull off. So I'm just not gonna do it. But yeah, just like come over here. What I like to do is you're supposed to backtrack to this elevator. I like to interact with this phone just to give the game like a little bit of an indication that you're up here. And then once you come back, the elevator will just sort of do that. Now there's another glitch that you can do here. I think it saves 8 seconds. But it looks kind of cool to do. Once you get up to here, you can actually quick port as you're grabbing a ladder. So if I were to like grab a ladder and then quick port, we actually end up climbing the ladder. Okay, I don't think we're climbing. Okay, we are climbing. I guess our hands are not visible. We've sort of like teleported from over here to like where we are now. And we can actually climb up this invisible ladder right here. And we can make our way into this room. And that saves us... I don't know how much time it saves us, but it saves us a good chunk of time. But yeah, just like, be careful not to die. You know, just like, sometimes it's okay to go out of your way and just like grab a med kit every now and then. Oh, got reload. Oh, he popped in for like a quick melee, and then he just went back to shooting. You know, I gotta respect the guy for making a play like that. Sometimes you gotta take a little bit of risk in your life. But now I have to do the ladder thing again. Annoying, but like, you know, I gotta admit, it's kind of amusing seeing a man climbing a ladder out of bounds. One thing I do like about this game though is that I like how smart the enemies are. Like they actually communicate with each other. They take cover. They sometimes get aggressive when you're low. It's like how enemies should behave, you know? This sets a good example. And also when you get up close, they back away while still firing at you, which is really cool. Okay, well that enemy wasn't this smart for like letting me sneak up behind him like that, but like come on. Yeah, just be sure to like grab as many med kits as you can. Cause knowing the damage, like all the damage that you take in this game, you're probably gonna need it. I wish I had like a grenade or something. Oh yeah, also enemies can move tables and like chairs and stuff to like act as cover, which I find is really cool. But yeah, like once you come around there, activate that. Of course you can gate clip if you want, but like I don't really know how to do it, so I just do this part normally. I like a bit of challenge in my speedrun. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of guys in this room, so I like to station myself here. You know, if you have any grenades, I think it's cool to use them, like right about here, because like there's just like a ton of guys in this, lots of them. There's like even more over there. Oh damn, there's a fucking guy behind me. God damn. See, these guys are fucking sneaky. They love sneaking up on you. And they also love blending into the background because they wear really dark clothing. But although I guess that is the entire point of like a military uniform, just to like blend in. Now this part I like to haul out my shotgun. This next part is like, it's pretty close quarters combat. Come on, dive in. Dive into the room. I know you want to. Oh shit. They're all just like gathered right there. Also, occasionally, if you take down one of those big armored fellas, you can sometimes hear one of them say "big armor down," which is cool because they recognize that you take down. They recognize when you take down one of their own. It's also kind of morbid if you think about it. But yeah, once you get rid of all the guys, you can come in here, pick up the reflex booster, but just be careful because there's guys. Lots of guys, loads of them. Also, I should mention, we're only doing this for one hostage. We are doing this for one hostage, and her name is Alice Wade, and she can be a bit of a bitch, but like, don't worry, she's mostly cool. You think you could just shoot at me without consequence, buddy? You think you can shoot your load on me without getting the drop kicking of despair? Also, I like killing all the guys here, because if you don't kill them all, they're just gonna bother you when you make your way back to the elevator, because you have to escort the hostage back to the elevator. Now, I know most gamers cringe when I say the word escort, but like, trust me, this escort isn't too bad. Sorry, let me just reload. There we go. Oh yeah, and these guys drop, sometimes drop particle weapons. I usually don't like picking those up. Now what I like to do just to get Alice Wade out of the room is I like to interact with her and then just like throw a grenade. Well, you can throw a grenade if you have one, but like otherwise you just sort of have to wait for her to stop talking. But yeah, if you throw a grenade, that'll just like trick Alice into coming out of the room early. And then she'll like sort of go into escort mode where she'll just follow you around. Yeah, once that's done, You just come back in here and then she'll start following you. I don't know if any more guys are supposed to spawn, but like, I'm just hoping there's not any more, you know. For Alice's sake here. Although I think more are supposed to spawn in the lobby room here. Yep. See, there's our guys. Oh, got one. If you just like step into the elevator early, she'll just sort of run down to meet you in the elevator. And not just to follow you around like a complete idiot. Alice can be dumb, but not too dumb. She ain't too dumb. Oh, the elevator just crushed a guy, so. Haven't had that happen before. What I like to do here, because the elevators are on a timer, you can just sort of take cover right here. And you don't really have to waste your bullets on any of the guys. And you can just sort of like chill in the corner with Alice. Look at that guy off to the left trying to shoot me. He can't hit a shot. See, this spot is overpowered. It saves you bullets. And it lets you have a conversation with the Huz while you're in the elevator. So, I know you're cowering and fearing for your life right now, but like, do you come here often? I'd imagine not. It's a nice necklace. Man, I'm so cooked. But yeah, once you reach your final stop here, come into here, obviously, to get a med kit. And then watch as your beloved gets kidnapped by the most devious of little girls, Alma. I like to go through here with my shotgun because there's not many guys that shoot you in this room, I don't think. You can also like slide kick them if you feel that's necessary, but like only if you're confident in your slide kicking abilities. If you like nail a slide kick, that's good, but like don't use it too often. Especially if you don't have your slide kicking license. Slide kicks can kill if used incorrectly. Now you can do something in this room that's supposed to like clip you through this wall, but like it involves like, you know, sliding and just like it involves like being like an object placed under you, and I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. But it's not too bad. Usually this door will get blown open anyways. But yeah, I just like to ignore these guys because, frankly, just some of them ain't worth my time. Now I think there's another airwalk coming up. Either that or another clip. I forget exactly which one. Oh, it seems I've accidentally grabbed a health booster. So this building is needlessly convoluted. There's a lot of places you can go to and a lot of things you can do. There's also these drones. Did I mention the killer drones that shoot bullets at you? Like try to ignore the drones. You can't drop kick the drones, so like don't try to drop kick. All right, now what I like to do here is just sit here and wait for the drones because they're eventually gonna like catch up with you, right? And then I just like to pluck them off one by one. You know, sometimes the shotgun doesn't work, so you have to get out your assault rifle and just start blasting. Okay, now what you can do here is you can do another airwalk on this ladder. You can actually start an airwalk at the bottom of the ladder too, as well as starting one at the top. You can also start one at the bottom. A thing I like to do to gain height here. Oh, there's a fucking drone here that I left out. Come here. This is an aerial battle now. I have activated flight mode. What I like to do to gain just that little bit more height here is I like to just very quickly like close and then open this door so that it like pushes your character a little bit, and that just gives you the necessary height that you need. Now that we're in airwalk state, we can just walk to the end of the level. Also, I gotta say, look at all of this, right? Like, look at how much, ooh, reflex booster. But yeah, look at how much level we skip by doing this. Like, holy shit. Like, this is like a lot to walk through, you know? Well, I mean, technically we're still walking through it, but just in the air. Yeah, just like, eventually, like, just spam crouch, and you're just gonna, like, land on top of this door. And then the next level is gonna load. I can't imagine at all a shooter game where you just walk through the air like you're fucking Harry Houdini. All right, now we're in a completely different place. I think this is like India or something. You know, it's always a good sign that you have no fucking idea where you are. But technically, this is where the game is supposed to get interesting. Because then, this is where all the spooky shit happens, right? It's not just a shooter anymore, it's a horror movie. Oh, okay, apparently I buffered a jump somewhere, so I guess my guy just decided to jump in the air with joy that his legs are still working. Yeah, we're just gonna navigate through this building. Just try to, like, hit the wood out of the way. Do your best to hit the... do the best to beat your wood. Oh, I see you, young man. Why did I call him young man? Like, why am I part of the YMCA? Just, like, beat the wood out of your way. Do your best to grab this stuff here before these guys pump their loads inside you. I like to eliminate these two guys with a drop kick if I can. Just because it's, like, it's pretty easy to do. Oh, yeah, and then there's this thing, which you can just, like, sort of just get past by doing this. And then just, like... doing this, like, crouching under here. And then he's not a problem at all. Now, I would toss my grenade here just to get these guys away from the area. But, like, I don't want to toss my grenade just to get rid of two guys. And also, there's these guys I have to worry about. I know you're back there. I know you're back there just waiting to blast me with that laser. If those guys decide to leave you alone, now is the time to do Windows skip. That is not what Windows skip is supposed to look like. I usually like to do this unholstered. Okay, there's more guys. Hold on. Oh, okay. Apparently I have no ammo in my assault rifle. Because now I'm just degraded to pistols. But I guess they still sort of do the job. I guess pistols still do the effect of the long-range weapon. Don't you fucking hate it? But just when you're about to do the trick, and the guys decide to leave you alone, and then just as you're about to do it, they start firing at you again. Oh, well, this time I'm ignoring you. This time I don't give two shits. Yeah, that's Windows skip. You just parkour across the windows. I like to do this trick unholstered, just for that extra bit of movement speed. Yeah, just like come down here. Ignore that guy's up there. Oh man, what kind of drug are we taking? Why is Alma just there doing that? Let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him. Yeah, the ending is actually just out here, out of this window. It's a little bit hard to see. It looks just like any other normal window, but like it's just that window, you know? All right, now we're in, I forget the name of this chapter. It was in the loading screen as I was loading in, and I didn't even bother to read it. Okay, that's what I get for not paying attention. Eat grenade. Fuckers. Wait, how did you not die to the grenade? You could just walk past these guys, you know, if you want to like live your life dangerously, and maybe die doing it. Okay. New plan. We take out the first two guys normally, and then we take out the other guys with the grenade, right? So it looks like this. And that's how you deal with that swiftly. That's how you play with a 200 IQ brain. There's a lot of first aid kits you can get here. There's like 4 in this room alone. Like, then again, there's a ton of guys coming for you. It's like, be warned. Lots of med kits, although lots of guys. It's like the law of equivalent exchange. Now, I don't really have much ammo in my assault rifle, so I'm kind of forced to play aggressively. Is there anything in this truck? Ooh, there's armor. Now, once enough of the threat has been removed, I like to just ignore everyone else. And then just come over here, just take everything inside. All right, now that we're here, this is probably my favorite strat in the game. What's gonna happen is that we're going to go to this door frame right here. And we're gonna spam crouch like near the edge of it. Hopefully what should happen is that there's a van that's gonna drive through here. And once the van sort of pushes us, we're gonna like achieve an airwalk state because we're spamming crouch. And we're gonna hopefully not fall. Okay, so just like get here, spam crouch. Okay, it didn't work. Yeah, this trick is a little bit random. Like, you just gotta... Oh, okay, we got it. Yeah, I like to stand, like, somewhere near the front. Okay, I got it to work. But, the really humiliating thing is, like, the van will just sort of back up and block the door. And I sort of have to leave the room by then. So, I have to do it again. Okay, we did it right that time. Yeah, if you do that, and you don't fall... You should be in airwalk state. But yeah, now that we're in airwalk state, we can just sort of ignore these guys. Now, once you're like crawling under this, like under this like floor right here, so to speak, you're gonna want to be low, and I mean really low. Like I'd say here would be good, because if you're too high trying to walk over to here, there is a death plane that will kill you. So yeah, just like be warned of that. Also, again, look at how much of the level that we skip by doing this. Like that would have doing like all of this probably would have taken me like the next 2 hours to do. Walk over to this long vertical drop here, and then just like crouch until you hit the bottom. Also, if I didn't mention this already, you don't have to have the use and the crouch keys, like, as your normal thing. Like, you can just have them bound to your mouse wheel. But you can't unbind quick save and quick load for some reason. The game forcibly maps quick save and quick load to F5 and F9. If you want to, like, have them as another key, then too fucking bad. Also, for some reason, I couldn't jump during that attempt that I just did, which is why I got mowed down by the turret. But like, anyway, yeah, usually if you're fast enough, the turrets you can just completely ignore. Now that we're here, our goal is to look for an explosive weapon. Now there's a bunch of guys that are gonna come in right around here, so I like to get my assault rifle ready. Now again, I am low on AR ammo, so I sort of have to play aggressively here again. I wonder if it's possible to do a speedrun of this game without firing a single bullet. Just like using only your legs and your kicks. Yeah, once you get rid of all the guys here, something I learned from a glitchless speedrun actually is that you can come up here. It's a little bit difficult to get up here. You sort of have to spam a jump a lot. Then you can just sort of like get up here. Well, if you don't immediately fall afterwards. God damn it. But yeah, you can get up here, and then I think from here it's possible to crawl up and over this tube, and then you can drop down and you'll end up in this room. Now I don't know if that's intended or not, but like, well, I mean, it looks like a little like entrance you could like pop through, but like, I don't know if that's how you're actually meant to do it. Yeah, once you're up here, just kill the guys so they don't get in your way, and then we just take out this turret. And here we find our explosive weapon that we oh so dearly need. Now I don't know how much time this saves if you do it the way that I do. Optimally, you would have an explosive weapon by this point around, and hopefully like all 25 of your explosive shots still in it. All right, now the first thing that we're gonna do. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. I remember this turret being a bastard, so I'm gonna kill this one. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're going to do something called the bullet glitch. How it works is if you grab a ladder or something while you're switching off of your gun, notice how like up on the top left it says I have my assault rifle equipped, but once I get off of the ladder, I still have my rocket launcher equipped. This means that once I like, if I were to try and blow myself up with it, I won't take any damage because this has the properties of an assault rifle technically now. And what I can do with this, if I were to ladder glitch off of this ladder, right? I have to be careful not to die because then I have to do the whole process all over again. What you can do is you can come in here, and I like to look somewhat like down at an angle. Well, not like straight down, but like down so that like it's like about like 45, maybe like a 35-degree angle. Run up against a wall and then fire, and then you should gain like an inch of height. And if you get unlucky, which sometimes you do, you end up like losing all of your height. Okay, I don't have enough height. Give me a moment. Nice. I really love when that happens because it makes me not want to play the game. You know, it's crazy how often I regret not quick saving. And it's crazy about how much I complain about it. I complain about not quick saving. But then I never learn my lesson. It's like it's not even comedy anymore. It's not even for the bit. Like I just completely forget that I do. Okay, take 2, I guess. That airwalk took me way too long to get. So hopefully I just like hopefully I get it this time. Yeah, once you get to like the top of the vent ceiling, just crouch and then you can just like tap crouch and then you can get out. And once you get out of bounds, you can just walk all the way over here and then just crouch into this little shaft with all the vents and stuff. And then once you reach a certain point, you'll load into the next level. I probably could have done that last level normally, and it still would have saved time over if I did it with glitches. That is how almost non-influential these glitches are at this point. Now there's another glitch I'm going to attempt here. It's like that we're going to quick port with an elevator again, except this time we're gonna do it from the top. This glitch is very uncooperative, and I'm gonna sort of explain why to the best of my ability. So I'm just gonna we grab the ladder, right? And I end up out here. The objective we need to get to is over here. It's like just over here. It's like an inch there, right? But like, here's the problem. This ladder is a very short ladder, so if we climb up it, we're just gonna like fall down instantly. And sometimes I don't know how to explain it, but there's like, it's once you get up this ladder, it completely stops your momentum. So most of your attempts will probably just end up like this. Hold on. You'll just end up falling and then you're not going anywhere. Now I don't know if you have to be unholstered, like unarmed while you do it. I think that's what you have to do. Hold on. Sometimes you just don't do it quick enough and it just doesn't work. Like there's like a wall here. There's like a wall just in front of you. There's like a force that prevents you from just skipping the level. But yeah, anyway, that's a glitch you can do. You can do that if like if you're capable of doing it, please do it. Cause like it saves time from all this fucking shenanigans that I'm about to go through. If any speedrunners would like to leave a tip in the comments, just for like so I can understand what's going wrong with that one, please do. Cause like I don't really know what's wrong with that. Damn, dude, chill out. I'm behind cover. Just like wait until I come out and then do it. God. Also, these guys are heavy hitters. They do a lot of damage. But yeah, what you're supposed to do is come over here Activate this one. Then go all the way to the other side. Jump up here if you want to. Not take the ladder like a slow little peg boy. Activate the other one. Yeah, once you got them both activated, you can just go back and this door will be open. Also, I gotta say, I like that the maps are really big and expansive. These maps would be really good for like multiplayer stuff, like multiplayer gameplay and stuff like that. Get rid of this vent. Don't fire an explosive at yourself accidentally. I did that once. I was once a victim of forgetting whether gun glitch was active or not. If you're like a Chad, you can just ignore the enemies if you want. But like, there's a lot of them, so be careful. Now, you can activate this one just fine, but in order to activate this one, you need to be over there. And in order to be over there, you gotta drop down here. So you can crawl up this elevator at a snail's pace. And move the fucking crane. Just so you can fall back down and do the fucking climb the thing again. This is a lesson to you. This is what you will be skipping if you do that glitch I was mentioning earlier. You will be skipping doing all of this. Actually, I actually like this part. You shoot the vent, and then you go into the room with the barrels, and then you just sort of ride the barrels downwards. Pretty fun mechanic. It's pretty fun, I guess, solution to where you need to go. I like to, in order to get over there, I like to just hop on top of here and use the pipes. And then just, you can activate this one. Then I think this door is supposed to open. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it is. But be careful. There's guys here. Oh, yeah, and then there's this guy. I don't know why what he's doing here, but like he's dead. Well, not really dead per se, but like bleeding out. Yeah, if you do the ladder glitch correctly, you'll end up right here, and you can activate this platform right away. This platform is the end of the level. Holy shit! What is this? Half-Life? Where are we at? Black Mesa right now? Oh yeah. Also, for some reason, at this part. And at only this part, you lose all of your weapons, but you keep your pistol. And also apparently there's ghosts that chase you now. Yeah, this is the horror element coming into play here now. Dude, I'm just now realizing that this is sort of like Call of Duty Ghosts, but with like actual ghosts in it. Holy shit. That's like a fucking... I think I just had like the revelation of the century. Oh yeah, and also, since you have, like, the hallucination thing, these guys will just, like, do nothing. So, like, yeah, just, like, let's just leave them alone. Can't you tell that I'm tired? In my voice, can you tell? Can you tell that I'm tired of this game's bullshit? Also, there is a skip, technically, where you use like a floppy disk thing and a well-timed grenade to boost all the way up to this platform. Like, I'm not smart enough to do that. I'm not skilled enough. A lot of the glitches in this game required skill that I just unfortunately don't have. Oh God, Alma. If you don't like naked women, look away now. This enemy's design is completely original, like a certain someone from The Ring. You know, white girl with like white-skinned, sort of Japanese-looking girl with long black hair and is also naked. Like, come on. We could do better. Also, here's a fun little skip. You know how we pillar jumped in an earlier chapter? We can also do that with this wall. Yeah. Very weird science, I guess. Also, I'm gonna do a very stupid jump, so like... Okay, there we go. That saves a bit more time. And I think this is the end of this level. Well, close to it. I still have to go to the place across from where the place is. You know, I want to attack these ghosts with my fists. Come at me. It's also possible when you're in this elevator, you can just like, if you're very quick, you can hop up the wall and reach the loading zone earlier. But like, I'm not good enough to do that again. Here we are at Ground Zero. This is the very last mission in the game. Chapter 21 out of 21 chapters. And it seems this entire place is not handling what we did too well. Oh, well, I guess I'm turning the other way. You know what they say, kids. Don't play with fire. But yeah, what I like to do here is just run. Just like run. Don't even bother turning around. You don't need to know what's behind you. Oh shit. Yeah, don't worry. There's plenty of med kits you can just grab along the way. Yeah, just like keep going. Don't stop. Also, I should mention we are so close to the end. Like so unbelievably close. Let's just haul out the now that we actually do have guns, we could just haul these out and just start mowing down all the ghosts. You know, pick up this med kit. I think it's just from here, it's just like aim trainer. You know, just like click and just like click on the ghosts. Don't die, obviously, but like you get the gist. You can let a few ghosts get you. They don't deal that much damage by themselves. Just like don't let too many touch you, or else they're gonna really just drain your health. Also, look out at this part because Alma's gonna be a bit of a troll and just like summon a whole bunch of ghosts at the same time. When I first played this game, I walked through this hallway like nothing was gonna happen, and then I just got absolutely obliterated by ghosts. It's like a fucking supernatural porn movie. Alright, now we got our final boss fight right here. Just gotta shoot Alma enough times. Yeah, once you're at the end of this corridor, aim your pistol somewhat over here, because that's where Alma's gonna spawn. Like, get in as many headshots as you can, you know, before Alma gets you. Okay. Man, can I just beat this game already? I mean, it don't even gotta be fast. Just like, I just want to beat the game. Yeah, I definitely recommend reloading in between. Also, don't like step in here too fast because Alma will spawn in front of you and she will fuck you up. Yeah, just try to get headshots here. Then eventually when she fades away, that's how you know you did it. And that is, I think, is your final obstacle in F.E.A.R. And then the final thing that you do is you go in the elevator. We go to the second floor. Because that's the ground floor, right? Because like I think we fell into the basement. And then we take a step outside. What a lovely day for a walk. I think I could just, oh, why is the sun getting brighter? Oh. Well, that's not good. I would like to get away from this, probably. Maybe just like, if I could like brace for impact behind something, maybe like these pillars or something. Okay, well, nope. It's pretty much too late for me now. I'll see you guys next week. But yeah, that was F.E.A.R. If you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a like, maybe consider subscribing. You can leave a comment too. I always like reading the comments. And if you want to see more, be sure to like, oh yeah, also join the Discord server. The Discord server, there's a link in the description. You should join it. That way you could get notifications on my videos without having to click that darn bell. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Love your faces.